A good late afternoon for most of you anyway, starting to get into the evening for those on the East Coast. I'm Dustin Owens, the coordinator of the K-12 Esports League, along with Rybe Menegdeg, the commissioner, to do an official final stream for the 2025-2026 school year. Robbie, it has been a heck of a year, hasn't it?
Oh, absolutely. Lath already said it in the chat. Peekaboo Boo confirming it. What a great year we had, truly. Very, very long school year as the school years do go. Very excited for summer, which is why we're here to do this summer send off. But before we get there, yes, an absolutely fantastic year of the K-12 Esports League, an awesome fall season, an awesome winter season, even the events we did before the fall season started and then the spring programming we did after the winter season ended. I mean, it was a stacked year and it was awesome. With that being said, like none of this is possible without any participants, right? Any students from our K-12 powered schools coming in and participating with us. I don't have a better word for that there, but we're here for what we're going to call our summer send off. First year we are doing this, but we really just wanted to give the opportunity, one more chance to ourselves to chat with our players and hang out for just a little minute. There will be no real gaming here today. We're just wanting to talk to y'all and do a quick recap of the year. I say quick, this will probably be about a 30-minute to an hour long stream, closer to the hour range. Again, we're gonna recap some stuff. We're gonna talk about fall season, winter season, college combines. We're gonna watch some videos together. It's gonna be a good time. And so that's what the summer send off is all about. We just wanted to to chat with everybody one more time and recap the amazing year that we had.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, let's take it back, rewind to essentially the beginning, just doing some different call outs, different registration style this year and everything. We had about 45 schools across all of K-12 participating with us this year, which is I mean, absolutely amazing in comparison to, some of the previous seasons and everything too. So we're continuing to grow. The number of games was truly outstanding. In the fall season alone, we had 1,338 games played. Going into that winter season, roughly about the same, but 1,351 for a grand total of 2,689 games across all of our game titles. A lot of that's coming from
Insane.
chess and everything, but then we have the multiple rounds of Fortnite, and like it's truly, truly nuts. And that's not even counting our one-off competitions, which we'll kind of touch on a little
Mhm.
bit later in the stream and everything. So to say that that's a lot of matches played, it may not feel like it to a few if you've only played like chess or in one esport title all year, but man, that's a lot of games to be
Yeah, we're gonna
played
round
throughout the
that up.
season
2,700. We ran 2,700 games over
easily.
over fall season and winter season, which is absolutely nuts. So shout out and pat ourselves on the back here, Dustin. That is a lot to do, especially for just two people. It's also a testament to where the K-12 Esports League has come, or how far we've come from where we started. Um, I mean, we can even round it up a little bit more. Go 3,000 games, close to 3,000 games that we ran, official matches that we ran over the course of this school year is wild to say. So, not only shout out to us, but shout out to your coaches and our players as well for
Mhm.
participating in those 20 2,700, 3,000 ish, right, games that we did facilitate. So absolutely insane. And also shout out to any of our new schools or returning schools that maybe came back this year after a few years off. Getting up to 45 was awesome. We're hoping to just expand that more and more into the future so that the competition gets even tighter, and even more variety as well for everyone that does come back, and is in the chat and plays next year. Hoping to have some new faces to have you guys play against for sure.
Yeah, and, shout out to your parents for letting you play that many
Mhm.
games. I mean,
Yep.
you know, most parents or I say most parents, some parents may not appreciate some of the video games as much, but we definitely appreciate, any parents or guardians or learning coaches that are allowing you to play those games. Means a great deal. It's really cool to be able to feature you guys, like, on the streams and stuff like that when we have the opportunity to. Because man, I tell you what, we didn't have that growing up, and to do stuff like
Mhm.
this is just a super super cool thing. You get to meet new faces, spend some time with friends and stuff while playing these matchups. Be a little competitive, maybe win a little bit of prize money in the long in the process. All while being a part of your school, and it's completely free aside from if you want to upgrade that graphics card or get a new game or something along those lines.
Yeah, before we move on here, Dustin, we just gotta touch on this real quick, right? The opportunity that you all have to participate in this is actually insane.
Mm,
Um, when we were coming up, there was no esports in high school, no esports in college. Like the pro scenes were there, the grassroots scenes were there, but nothing official like this. And I mean, I think I speak for both of us here, where if we could have done this when we were their age, we would have been
mhm,
all over it. I would have loved to have gone to college on an esports scholarship, which plenty of you are starting to get offers for and accepting a few of them, which is just another testament to how far we've come, not only in the esports space, but here at the K12 Esports League. But with all that being said, Dustin, I think let's get on to the next kind of piece here, the next topic, being what I believe is we do want to talk and brush on the fall season and
mhm.
talk about that a little bit, show a couple videos, and then move on from here. Matt, what's good?
Yeah, absolutely. No, the fall season, kind of as we mentioned, we kind of started out with registrations and everything. We didn't officially get started until about mid-October with a little bit of preseason opportunities in there and a couple one-off competitions here and there too. But man, so many moments that were captured on the stream, so many moments that were not on a stream that we wish we could showcase, but just so many different schools, so many different plays and everything being made throughout each of these game titles. We were able to kind of combine and capture several of the moments. For the players that may be watching the stream and everything like that today, you're probably gonna remember some of these from the previous videos and everything. But we wanted to just kind of relive some of these moments again because even though it feels like it hasn't been that long ago, realistically, fall season was several months ago, and we've had a lot transpire in between now and then. So, with that being said, Robbie, unless you have anything to add, I think we'll pull up some of those fall clips and some of those moments and stuff.
Nope, I'm ready. Let's do it. Mono Aether does get the snooze off onto DJ Danger, and that will do it.
Oh, what a headshot!
Sith, oh my goodness, from the ceiling.
What a nice shot! Hulk smash! Puny God, Doctor Strange.
That Bear Jams initiate on these teams and everything is going to take down Marvel's Tokyo though.
And threatens to checkmate the king. This is huge, and this actually ends the game, as we'll see very soon.
It's gonna send NCVA home with nothing. Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Uh-oh!
You're just taking a little long to find this. Shadon's finding two. Immediately slowing him down, finding three. Dismissing into the smoke and seal for the last one.
Not even going into probably the next player. But and that's a crazy hit there by Super.
Huge bases. We will see Rocks now try to get themselves up to the top. Hit a really nice shot there onto Kyoto.
Cleanup kills, everyone falling low, big damage on the Magic. Zoffy uses their invisible winnow to keep their Magic alive to make sure they win this fight. And sniped in the air.
And because even if he were to continue fending off the queen is just going to take pawn, take pawn, take pawn. There's very little, if anything, that Dr. Ewan can do at this point.
It was called. So very dangerous for the next kind of 3 or 4 seconds is OVA, and they will take advantage for.
I mean, he's at 1. I don't know if he gets spotted out here. He's able to spray and get 2.
And the third is really holding my breath. It comes in. IGDA.
What a cheeky little play here coming out from the team. They are fully set up and were able to pounce on this team as that team came into the building.
Oh man, just again, so many different clips and moments and everything, and I really wish we'd have been able to capture like even more. But quick shout out to for those coming in and everything. We wouldn't have been able to get the amount of moments captured from this season if it wasn't for the colleges and universities that came on this past year to help us stream. University of Idaho was helping out with Valorant. Concord University coming in to help out with Super Smash later on in the season. Radford University coming in to help out with Rocket League, and Loyola University helping with Marvel Rivals, which again is another huge accomplishment coming into this year because that was a brand new game title being offered with 17 teams starting out in the season. Robbie, it's crazy.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely insane. I was really, really hoping that Marvel Rivals would catch fire for us and for our players, and I had a feeling that they were going to, or that Marvel Rivals was going to, and it absolutely did. So, shout out, number one, Marvel Rivals, and NetEase, I believe, is who makes that one. But shout out to all the Marvel Rivals players making the first year of us offering it like absolutely insane. We have just absolutely wild skill already in that title across our players. So it's going to be really really fun to watch that transpire over the next couple years and how everybody gets a little bit better, how the meta changes, the new characters they bring in, all those sorts of things. But Dustin beat me to it. I definitely wanted to make sure that we shouted out those colleges because, I'm going to say the same thing he did. Without them, there is no way we got anywhere near the amount of coverage and clips that we were able to gather together and share with everybody. So, shout outs to all of them. I know Dustin just already shouted them out individually, so I will not do that back to back here. Um, but man, Dustin, tell me your favorite clip from that one. If you had to choose a favorite.
Oh, you put me on the spot, man.
I can start. I can start.
Oh yeah, good. No, go
Um,
for it.
all of them were insane, right? I think two really stand out to me, right? The INGDA Rocket League clip where they finally win one after years of being so close was just a very heartfelt and full circle moment, I think, for that team to actually finally become K12 Esports League champions in Rocket League. But as far as like hype, that super Nest play where he
Mhm.
uses the down B, sends himself into I can't remember the other player, sends him into the other player, and it just knocks him out. That was insane. Super on Ness is just a different a different beast.
Yeah, no, actually, I do agree with that, and obviously coming from Vava, I try not to show it, but the control that the Super has with Nest, totally get understand that. But man, I tell you what, Valorant, I think also
Mm,
sometimes can go under the wayside because we can't, unfortunately, we can't show as much, when it comes to some of the clips. So I'm glad we're able to show it here. But the technicality that it takes for a Valorant player, because it's
mm.
not, it's not a run and gun type game to where you could do like Fortnite and go into them insane builds and immediately try to, just play the offensive. You have to have the strategy. You have to have the movement, the stop with the single headshot there. It's nuts. So it's like, just even kudos to the Valorant players in general. I know what that game's like. I'm terrible at it, but it's kudos to the skill that you guys bring. Uh, some insane clips that unfortunately go unsaid, but we're going to continue showing definitely some more of that. Throughout the rest of the stream and everything. And I think with that, are we ready to kind of go into some of the fall season winners? As we, talking about fall season, we got all these clips and everything, but obviously we had to crown some champions and everything like that throughout the fall season. And this being a first for Marvel Rivals was definitely a huge hit, as we kind of already played on a little bit too.
Yes, I think we're ready. And I just one more quick thing. That was just the fall season highlights. It wasn't
Hmm.
even our champions from that season, and we got crazy clips from the winter, so can't wait to show that as well. But let's transition over here, Dustin. Show the fall season winners video, and then we'll be back.
K12 Esports fall season is now in the books. Congratulations to all our amazing competitors.
Jarson able to get one already, has the other player so low, able to get a double, make that a triple, looking for a fourth, and they will get it.
This is huge, and this actually ends the game. Ooh, that's sad.
Great down B though from the Dr. Ouija will come out, get some momentum on their side, but Legend able to flip it back right away.
NK just hunting them down. He's looking for more. He's doing it all. He's using the bomb.
One enemy remains.
Roxane on fire, 7 eliminations at this current moment. 2 players left. This is wild.
And literally holding my breath as the imminence comes in. INGDA is going to win the fall 2025 season. Oh my goodness. That is the kind of championship match that you want to be able to see.
Check out our YouTube channel to catch up on all the championship action.
Oh man, and like I said, it feels like it's been forever since we wrapped up that fall
Yeah.
season. But like, shout out to those winners, man, for this year. Like, yeah, everybody played a heck of a season, even and going into winter season, which we'll come up to in a minute. And it was just really cool seeing some of the energy and the vibes and everything like that with playoffs and with the championships, with you all continuing to come in on stream and stuff like that. And we appreciate it. It's fun having you guys here, to be able to shout out and chat and everything like that too. But man, yeah, the winter season clip, it just hits different, Robbie.
Yes, yes, it does. But before we move on, I quickly have to touch on the fall season winners. Because I think we've gotten used to a few teams' dominance, right? Very close to actually being dethroned. Have a couple of them, but they've kept the crown. The Vava Bees Valorant team being one of them, the Wava Orcas Fortnite team being the other. But it was so cool to see new teams kind of take the crown, in a couple different games, right? I rolled you or JD, great. I have to shout you out too for chess. Absolute, just I think they won the last 7, 8 seasons back to back to back to back to back, which is wild. But for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, K12 PEA coming in and getting their first championship over 6 years of competing with us. Their first one, was really cool to see, as well as the INGDA Dragons for Rocket League. Mentioned that as well. And then shout out to Kava being our first Marvel Rivals champions. They played out of their minds all playoffs long. So yeah, just had to quickly shout out a couple of those things here. But Dustin, what do we have next? I believe we wanna shout out the collegiate combine.
Yeah, so for those, who maybe not be quite as familiar with the collegiate combine, did a little bit of a revamp of that this year, kind of bringing it back into its own. We reached out to several colleges and universities that have esports teams and programs throughout the country, trying to see what we can get in terms of scouting. Obviously, like you all as players have some really cool talent that we're able to try to showcase as much as we can. And so we pulled in and we kind of did a little separate thing. We did a fall combine and a spring combine, which we'll get to in a little bit. But for the fall combine specifically, we hosted Valorant, Super Smash, and Rocket League. So these are 3 titles that are very heavily used in collegiate esports and everything throughout multiple colleges across the country. Not to hit on anything with Fortnite or anything like that, but it's a little bit of a different story with that one. And Marvel Rivals kind of coming into its own with being a newer game and everything. Believe it or not, just a quick shout out, even though it's one we don't have, Overwatch. If you're interested, that is one that is definitely highly played throughout collegiate esports, very similar to Rivals in that sense and everything. But we pulled some of the top players from across all of our K-12 power schools, put them together on teams that they weren't familiar with playing with. Smash players obviously played in solos and everything. But we had some really, really cool moments within our collegiate combine that we want to shout out here in just a moment for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And last year we didn't run the combine school year 24-25. Brought it back for this school year 25-26. Uh, and they went really, really well. A lot of players invited, a lot of players participated. We crossed the 100 player information request mark. Over 100 players got their information, or 100 information requests from the different players did get submitted from colleges, which super, super amazing to see that the hard work that we put into that, the hard work that you all put into your gameplay and being absolutely insane, pays off. And even if scholarships don't get fully offered or fully accepted at the end of the day, it's still a great opportunity to get scouted and get your name out there for sure, right? But I believe we have a clip video or some moments we want to shout out here, Dustin. So I'm ready when you are.
Yeah, just to preface a little bit. So obviously we worked with an incredible video team that was able to kind of create some of these clip videos and everything for us. Like we submitted the clips and they did something with it. For the fall combine, being a little different with Valorant and stuff and what we can and can't show. They did primarily focus on Rocket League for that one. However, I did pull in a Smash clip and a Valorant clip to be able to pull. So Gummy, I got you covered because I know it was shouted out earlier this season about the ace during the combine. So we've got it ready to go. So yeah, a little bit of a different format, but yeah, just bear with me on that one.
Yeah, Gummy, I hope you're still here. Yeah, you are. Let's get it.
become susceptible to Valorant timing. So to know to just be patient, to trust the process, to trust the play that you have set up for your team, super, super important.
Shady playing very passive, not wanting to give anything up here. A very smart play, knowing that they have the gun advantage. They don't need to give up any of these fights.
Mm-hmm.
Team 1 kind of backing off.
Slowing down a little bit now. Obviously, Team 2 is here on their bye round, so is able to play the defense a little bit more confidently. How far is that really going to take them? So far, Team 1 is kind of just holding some angles before walking into a site, waiting for an opportunity to take anybody out, and Gummy's going to be the first to do it. Chromie is unfortunately going to deny the flank from Stats, but seems to have some help, at least from the site that Team 1's playing from. Obviously, Gummy was able to take one down in CT. And Silly Sniper, with Util out, still able to find Anons, though traded out by Gummy. Gummy on pace for 4, now 5. Rox is going to find 2, so it's a 1v1 now. But Gummy
With the
doesn't
A's.
care at all.
I think
5K for the 3rd round of the map, and
first ace we've seen, yeah? I think we've had a few 4Ks that came close, but I don't think we've seen it.
you should be playing against a Steve. And we will actually see Wasity um, basically show exactly that right now, playing
Mhm.
super well on this Sonic. We do have Liam at 99%. Wasity is sitting at 88. So both these players obviously know how to play
Ooh.
the Sonic and the Steve respectively. But a power hit comes out from Wasity. They will take the first stock away from Liam. And that is the thing. It's such an interesting matchup, Sonic versus Steve, right? Steve wants to have a little bit of extra time to be able to mine all the way up to that diamond, right? But Sonic's such a fast character
Mhm.
that if you control the Sonic, if you can control them well, right, you can be on them like white on rice and just keep the aggression going. And that is something that we are seeing Wasity do very, very well in this matchup so far.
Oh, and
Great
that
edge
edge
guard.
guard, yeah, I was gonna say that was crazy, but Steve's Steve's abilities there, man.
Yeah,
Uh,
his recovery is insane.
yeah, but with that being said, yeah, very, it's very interesting to see the competitive level between Steve and Sonic. I do agree with you. Just watching that gameplay, I hadn't really seen it this season, but we're gonna see another stock take onto Liam by Wassity, doing a really good job at keeping up with that pace and not, like you said, not allowing him to really mine.
Yeah, it's a very interesting matchup to be watching right now. And I was actually hoping I knew Wasity was most likely going to be on the Sonic. I was really hoping we were going to see Liam Steve here as we came into this one.
Almost
Oh,
getting a
great
stock take,
amble.
but
Oh,
very good recovery to come back.
keeping the pressure on right now is Wasity, but a really great lava block there from Liam as well. Gonna get Wasity up very high percentage on their second
Ooh.
stock, but an amazing edge guard comes out from Wasity, and they will actually be able to take this first game, Sonic versus Steve, um, with 2 stocks left. That was amazing.
Man, yeah. So Gummy, yeah, I got you. It wasn't the best angles, but hey, it's in there. It's in the books. We got you on stream for for this go round. And then I couldn't help but show Liam and Wassity in that, in that combine matchup, because I felt like there was a lot of back and forth, some really good, gameplay and everything like that too. And it helps to be able to showcase some of the ones that don't necessarily get on stream as often and stuff like that. Because it just happens to work out that way. It's not like we plan, to have Kava on stream every single week or anything like that. It just, it's exactly how it kind of unfolds. But we're hopefully going to continue getting some more of that, even going into next season. But man, like, yeah, thoughts on the combine, on any of that, Robbie?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about the combine, I think enough as far as like the format and the amount of player requests. So just to touch on those clips really quickly, um, Wasity's control on the Sonic is absolutely nuts.
Mhm.
That is a hard matchup for Sonic to play against, actually, with the Steves. So really masterful coming out of them there. The um, Valorant clip, Gummy. I mean, that last flick on I believe it was Silly Sniper. Nuts. Absolutely insane. I would have missed that shot 99 out of 100 times. Um and then the Rocket, I mean the Rocket League goals. What can you say when you have a Sith, a Braden, a Kane, a Lathe, a Cookie in the league? Like it just the skill level for everyone is absolutely nuts. So the Rocket League clip that Lewis made for us, absolutely awesome. Loved just all the goals that he threw in there. But with that being said, we're going to move on here to the next thing, which I believe is our winter season.
Yeah, it came very, very quickly. We started, a little earlier than normal and everything this year, to try to, for those of you watching, trying to get past uh state testing and, like, spring breaks and all that stuff, just because it could be a little harder to schedule some of those things out. So we very quickly started in January and felt like it was no time that winter season really went by. But yet we still had 6 weeks of amazing regular competition and then 3 weeks of very competitive playoffs and everything. So Very similar to how we did with the fall season. We have just some moments from the winter season that if you were able to join us at the banquet, you like I said, you've already seen this. However, for those of you who may be joining us for the first time, you'll be able to see at least some of what we was able to do throughout the winter season as well. And see some of that action. And just a quick blurb: if there's any matchup that you may have missed that you really, really want to see, everything's on our YouTube channel. Every stream that has been throughout this whole season, including the one-off competitions, it's all on there. But with that being said, let's hit it over to some of the winter moments. Is that okay with you, Robbie?
Yes, ready to go.
Nice.
Very good kickoff, however, going right to Chrome. Good for the
Uh-oh.
interception. Friendly fire is gonna
Chrome,
cost it big.
the world's best plat.
Still alive though. I don't know if you're gonna be able to pick up your teammate there. Gonna be able to take down Boo Boo is Cookie and also get the shotgun shot. My goodness.
Keeps outgunning Texas.
Oh my goodness, Malcolm Todd with the swing once more. Gets a second one.
Could this be an ace for Malcolm Todd here?
I mean, calling an
He's
ace on
rotating
2 kills is crazy.
There's a third,
but
a fourth.
you might be
It'd
right.
be
He
a
checks
one-hit
this corner.
An ace for Malcolm Todd.
If Lavka is never, is at any point not touching the convoy or in the vicinity, a sway with the Hexa.
Oh, yeah, I guess you can still take with the bishop. There you go. Still threatening checkmate on h8.
And with this King K rule, anything is possible. 107%. Oh, and oh my goodness, the final stock being taken.
With though, looking right, we've got one for fatal error.
Just asking a lot.
He's getting pushing more towards sight.
Okay,
Looks like he's gonna set up a one. Danger girl. Sneaky Pete gonna come in from behind. Through the smoke!
No, wait. No, wait.
It's
He's
up to
holding
Serpent
half,
to get it. He gets the half.
Makes it.
Oh!
It's the last one. Does he have time? Does he have time? No way. There's no way. There's
What is it?
Oh my
Lodge
gosh.
Jr. with the most impressive comeback.
We do have Magneto ults from both sides. Incoming Scarlet Witch ult comboed with the Namor gets 3.
Wow, what a play.
They did finally find Puppy Bug here in a bit of a sticky situation, though. Kind of backed into this corner. Oh, but Exos making his way in and is actually going to get eliminated.
Recognize that Chrome may miss and keep. He was able to keep their possession. Orange team with the wide open net.
What a
Oh
shot!
my goodness.
Takes. And after that exchange, White had to sacrifice a minor piece back for a pawn, so now White's only winning by 1 point. And Budgie 10 has really made a strong comeback.
Coming out here in set number 2 with a point to prove, as they do take the next stock from Legend as well. But Legend said, man, I gotta get you. We'll answer right back.
Not why it peek out, which is probably the smart thing to do,
DJ
especially against.
with a crazy play. Dude's gonna open up a 4K.
Storm really deep. We'll get a couple shots taken onto them. Luckily, they were popping that wingsuit. They should be able to rotate out successfully here as Frag from the K12 PEA squad will get absolutely melted.
Those demolitions and everything does bring them back a little bit, and a really good setup, and Xenobug able to make another goal for this INGDA team.
Both are over at 100%. This Piranha Plant gets off the stock at 126%. He is going to have to play extremely precise here.
As the queen is pinned against the king, so takes, and King Saki has found a really nice winning tactic here.
One, and it's a tank, so no one will die on the side of Bubble Buddies. The Jeffel will eat, I think, geez, 4K for the Jeff.
Oh man, Robbie. With that, Kind of, it's the same thing what we did with the fall season. Some of those moments were insane. Like one thing that sticks out to
Uh,
me is we saw a lot of different schools, within these streams. Like Oklahoma, obviously stuck out in that one Valorant matchup. Brand new school coming on this year. IQLA and ODLS doing some really good things within Rocket League and everything. During the winter season and a little bit during the fall season that we didn't really get to see. And then obviously the Hexa from Shui on
yeah.
Marvel Rivals. That was the first Hexa, I believe, of the season, at least that we caught on stream, which I thought was a big W. But those are just some of the things that stood out to me, at least within these clips in particular.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you can't not shout out the Shui Hexa. Absolutely insane. Um, the Oklahoma Valorant clutch is wild. But I got to shout out. I believe it was TJ
Hmm.
in Valorant. It's that flank 4K. Nuts, nuts. Perfect spray transfers. I forget who the teammate is that stole away the ace. But TJ had it. All right, TJ, we know we can leave it right there on that one. But I mean, just incredible plays all around. And also shout out to Coach Jameson O'Neill from um, Insight Washington for doing our chess coverage as well. Chess is a game. I know how the pieces move. Could I checkmate you? Probably not, if I'm being honest. So shout out to him for giving us some really in-depth, great chess analysis. Would love to have our chess players actually like watch those because he really breaks some great stuff down in that. But what an insane winter season, right? Insane clips. I almost would say a little crazier than the fall season. Everybody just got better between 6 weeks in fall season and then going through 6 weeks in winter season. But at the end of it, we did have to crown some winners. So we're going to go ahead and pull up that winners video and we will see who ended up taking those.
K12 Esports just wrapped up a fantastic winter season. Excellent job to all of our competitors, and congratulations to our champions.
You lose the bishop, check, check, checkmate. That's how the game ends.
Trying to last as long as they can as well. Exos finding war shards and Dizzy, and they're going to finish out this elimination as well to guarantee it. And Wava is going to take this first round matchup. Legend continuing these arrows, and it's really messing up, but he is going to finally make his way back to the stage. And with that hit, K12 PEA Winter Season Championship.
Oh, good 50 from Sith. That was disgusting.
No matter what anyone does, Ohio's always in control.
Oh my goodness.
That's just going
Hunter with the bumps in the net. Wow.
As we do see Sergeant Squirt on this Psylocke able to get a triple. It's going to be a quad here in a sec. Oh my
They have no
goodness.
heals, unfortunately. Kava is going to take it back.
We're getting another one. And what? Where'd the wolves go?
Crazy retake.
The wolves just went extinct right there.
Whoa. Just, oh my, what a game there. What a final round there. Oh.
Check out our YouTube channel to relive all of our championship action.
Oh, yeah. Some repeat winners there, but obviously some new winners coming into that winter season for sure.
Yeah, I mean, crazy Vava Valorant. Not to pick on y'all, but we were gonna have a new champion regardless, whether it was gonna be K12 PEA or Wava on that one. So super cool to see there. And then OHGA, of course, had to come do their thing and take their crown back from INGDA from the fall season. But INGDA fought. I mean, they fought hard. They fought hard all season. Definitely have what it takes to go back to back. Eventually, maybe next year. You never know. But congrats to all of our winter season winners, as well as the fall season winners that we shouted out just a bit ago. I believe as we love hanging out with y'all, but we don't want to to keep you too long here today. So we're gonna transition, I think, Dustin, here right into our spring combine. Unless you had any other final thoughts on the winter season.
No, it was like I said, it was a really good year in general. I love being a part of this, and I mean, it's kind of funny that you mentioned the players got better. I feel like our casting got a little bit better over time too. I'm not gonna lie. it's it's one of those things that starting out doing, you definitely have to learn the trick of the trade, and then obviously it's still Fortnite. I can't even begin to describe. It's so difficult in some ways to find those right moments, but I do think we did get better. And with that, obviously, came the spring combine, which was featured with Fortnite. We had chess, or no, yeah, we did have chess to go around. So we had Fortnite, chess, and then Marvel Rivals. Obviously, bringing in some really, really good competition. And again, all of these recordings and everything on the YouTube channel. But here are some clips from that spring combine event. So obviously a little bit of a quicker one, but still some really, really valuable moments, within that spring
Absolutely.
combine. Obviously still, a few people you getting requested scholarships and stuff, through Marvel Rivals and stuff like that too. So overall, a big W for the college combine. We definitely plan to bring that back next year. A little bit of a different format, but we'll keep you posted as well as your coaches and everything kind of going into next season. Don't want to give away those details and everything just yet. But Robbie, with that being said, what all thoughts do you have from there?
I mean, that basically does it as far as recapping our competitive, like official competitive seasons. I would group the combines in with the fall season and the winter season. Very similar goals that we have with those two things, but we, I think, had a really successful preseason, I would say, and a really successful postseason as well. We had a couple of webinar sessions before we officially got started this year. We did start off with a Fortnite event within the K12 zone, which was okay. It was fun. A little hard to use the K12 zone for an event like that, but it went well. Had enough players to make it a lot of fun, right? And then our spring programming does. And I mean, we did absolutely so much over April and May. I mean, we're here with the summer send off to talk to you all one more time before you go into summer. We did Fortnite solos, Fortnite no builds, Super Smash solos, Rocket League duos, Fortnite minigame night, Marvel Rivals 18v18, Unreal Engine Fortnite Edition workshop. I mean, the list just goes on and on and on. Wanted to make sure that even though the competitive seasons were done, you all had something to do with us if you were interested in any of those, right? Definitely saw a lot of you in various events. I think my favorite had to have been either the Marvel Rivals 18v18 or the Fortnite mini games. Mostly because Dustin and I actually got to actually play in those with you guys. So that was a lot of fun. Definitely something we're looking at bringing back next year for the spring programming and things like that, right? Um, but that's everything I think for the year that we really did. Cannot wait for next year. And I mean, Dustin mentioned it already, but everything from this year, like everything that we did, is on our YouTube channel. If you type in K12 Esports League on YouTube, or one of us will grab the link and send it in the chat right now. literally everything is there. Every single stream, the highlight videos, even spring programming stuff. It's all there. So if you want to relive any moments or lurk to see if you are on stream at any point, the recordings are there for you to enjoy at your leisure. But Dustin, talk to me. What else you got for us?
Yeah, so I mean,
Your thoughts?
you mentioned all the one-off events and the casual offerings that we had. Super super fun. Definitely, I cannot wait for. Yeah, I love the competitive season. Obviously, it's long, but it's really really cool to be on stream with you guys, catching what action we can. But then it's also fun to just hang out with you all. Whether it's a little bit of competitive or a little bit of casual. And with that, we don't really have like a sneak peek necessarily at next season. However, we can give you just a couple tiny details. Be on the lookout for registrations and everything come in August. You should start getting some of them emails, some of those OOS pop ups and stuff like that. Your coaches will probably be reaching out to at least some of those veteran players that have played in previous seasons. But yeah, to any new players, be on the lookout for those. We're still working with some of the schools over the summer to try to get them in. Hopefully, get some new schools and stuff on board too. And then we will officially be starting about the same time as we did last year in mid October, with a couple weeks of preseason and everything built into it. As of right now, format's pretty much the same, but we'll kind of give those details out. Like I said, once we get a little closer to time, but definitely be on the lookout for registrations. That way, you can get in as quick as possible, get your handbooks and everything turned in, sign whatever you need to sign, and so that way you can get to playing, because we can't wait for it, and it's going to come here before you know it.
Absolutely. So yeah, registration coming early. I'm sorry, August, starting early October, and that's all the little sneak peek we can give you at the moment. I do have a question. We got a few of you in here, and I know a few of you are Fortnite players. If you are actively listening and can type in the chat, we we have a question for you. This is Fortnite specific. I'm hearing that a lot of our Fortnite community, our community of Fortnite teams, might be really interested in switching from quads to trios. I need to know that. If that's something that you would rather play is trios instead of quads, type a one in the chat for me. Otherwise, don't type anything. Because I'm hearing a lot of chatter. I'm just not sure if the chatter is true, right? Um, that may be the only other sneak peek that I'll give you all into next year. Could be quads, could be trios. We'll see. Um, but with that being said, I think we're gonna look at doing our final closeout of this school year, which again is just nuts to say.
Mhm.
Um, Fall season started months ago, but it feels like it was just yesterday, honestly. So um, I'm going to talk for a little bit here. You all know me, I'm a big yapper. Number one, thank you to our players for such a successful year. Not only like is it a goal of ours to get you all playing and get you on teams so that you can socialize and have a community and make some friends with other players, also just like at the end of the day, give you somewhere where you can compete as well, right? I think high school sports is a really huge thing, and obviously we can't do that going to a K-12 powered school. So we give you that opportunity through esports. Thank you so much for participating with us. Shout out to your learning coaches, parents, and guardians for allowing you to play with us as well. Um, Lastly, shout out to your coaches, man. Without them, we cannot do a single one of these
Mhm.
things that we do. To our seniors, thank you so much for playing with us. Congratulations on graduating. From the bottom of our hearts, truly, we wish you a good luck in your life. You can do anything you set your mind to. I fully believe that. You just have to believe in yourself as well. And we know you're going to do great things. So, seniors, again, thank you. Good luck. Hope you have a great summer before you get into your next thing, whether that's working or college or trade school, or even like if you're taking a gap year, right? But good luck to all of you, to anyone that is a returning player or a new player potentially coming in next year. Can't wait. We'll see you then. Look out for stuff in early August, September-ish, and we get started officially in October, which sounds a long way away. It's gonna be here before you know it. Trust me on that one. But I think I will stop my yapping there, Dustin. Closing thoughts here, and then we're officially finished for the year.
Yeah. So I mean, obviously he said a lot of thank yous and everything. It has been such a cool thing. Whether this was my first time with you all, I know well a lot of it was my first time with you all on the operations side of esports instead of as a coach, which was very, very cool in and of itself. Being able to see familiar faces, familiar I should say familiar gamer tags more than the faces part. But it truly has been really cool to kind of get to know some of your programs a little bit more. Y'all have some amazing coaches, and so if you haven't done so,
Mhm.
as much as we appreciate the W's and stuff, give them a W. Um, and just a shout out for everything that they've done because it takes a lot on the back end, and it's not always seen and everything. And we know that they have a passion for being able to provide the opportunity for you all and everything too. It would definitely mean a lot to them if you still have access to their email. Just send
Mhm.
them a quick thank you
Yep.
for the season and everything. I think that'd be really awesome. Obviously, parents and learning coaches, we've kind of shouted you out, but we can't say it enough. Thank you for allowing the players the opportunity to be able to play and showcase their skill, have fun, learn new skills. Because this is, it may just be video games to some people, but one thing we were really trying to push for this year is really the value that comes out of playing on a team and a
Mm.
strategy
Yep.
based game. You have to be able to think quickly on your feet and adapt to any situation. And a lot of these games, or every single one of these games, have some sort of adaptability piece in it. And so we can't say enough thank you for that opportunity, and thank you for allowing us to be able to bring it, and the coaches to be able to continue helping to organize everybody into place. We really truly cannot wait to see what next season and next year and the future years has to offer for the
Mhm.
K12 Esports League. We're going to continue to try to powerhouse some of these streams. Already working on some of those college hookups and everything like that for next year. Try to get some familiar faces, maybe some new faces coming in. We'll kind of see and make sure that we have some coverage and everything to continue showcasing what kind of talented and amazing players that we have here in the league. So thank you so much for a first year on this side, but just in general, whatever, if you're a senior, again, best of luck to you. I know you're going to do we know you're going to do some great things, whatever it is that you put your mind to. And then returning a new players, be ready to compete next season, man, because it's going to be on.
Yeah. Can't wait. Can't wait. Um, I could yap for hours. So, with that, everyone, thank you again so much. Hope you have a fantastic summer. To my graduating seniors, once again, good luck. We appreciate you. Go do great things like we know you can. Everyone, take care. Have a great rest of your Wednesday. Have a great rest of the week. Have an even better weekend and an even better summer. We will see y'all next year, man. See y'all next year. Take care.
See ya.